Hey guys, how are we going today? I got a bit of a Anthem gameplay going on in the background here, just while I give you my thoughts and my brutally honest opinion on the VIP Anthem demo, which I managed to finally play yesterday after trying to get my code for 2 days straight. So, I pre-ordered the game about a day before the demo came out. I didn't get my code. And then when I called them up, they said they were sending out a mass one. Never got it from the mass one. Called them up again. They said because I pre-ordered it a day before the demo came out, it'd be coming out to me on the second day the demo was out. Never came out. So I called them again, and they just sent me a code straight away. So it was just a bit of a fuck around. Now I don't know whether this was because EA didn't send the retailers enough codes, or whether my retailer was just being a useless piece of shit. But I'm still pretty pissed off about it either way. Whatever. Fortunately for me though, it means I missed out on the absolute shitstorm that happened on the first day in regards of server related issues. Unfortunately, there's still so many issues with it when I got round to playing it. So let's get into it. To start with, the biggest problem for me, mouse acceleration. Holy fuck. Now, I don't usually care if there's mouse acceleration in a game if I can turn it off. But there's no way to turn mouse acceleration off. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And on top of that, the mouse acceleration was the highest I've ever seen in any game I've ever played. It was unreal. Unreal. They really just need, all they need to do is add in an option to turn it off, and everyone's going to be happy. That's it. This goes into my whole thing about flight and the swimming part of it. So flight just feels super janky because trying to play with a mouse and keyboard while flying, you're just going to whack every fucking wall everywhere. And swimming just feels really shit. You move your mouse like a millimeter and you've done like a 360. It's weird. It's not done properly. They need to fix that. 100% they need to fix swimming. And flight will be fixed if they just fix mouse acceleration. Moving on from that, I don't want to talk about mouse acceleration anymore because it just really annoyed the shit out of me. Just get rid of it, okay? Just give us an option to get rid of it. No one on PC wants mouse acceleration. Okay, maybe not no one, but you know what I'm saying. Motion blur. Come on, man. If you give us an option to turn off motion blur, have it actually turn motion blur off. Okay, when it's on, it's at like 100% motion blur, right? You got the full motion blur going on. You know, people like it. I don't. And when you give us the option to turn it off, actually have it turn off. So when you click on it to go off in the game, in the demo, it put it down to like 50 or 60% of what it originally was. So it's still there. It's like if it says off, turn it the fuck off. Okay? Not fuckers around. The UI, I only have one issue with the UI. Half the things you interacted with, you had to hold down the interact key. And half the things you interacted with, you just had to press the interact key. Can we make up our minds and choose one? Because I don't like the fact that there's a hold and a press for, like, it's a 50-50 split between half the shit you have to, like, you know, interact with. Just, it's annoying. It's a small quality of life thing, but it's annoying. FOV slider. Why the fuck is there not an FOV slider in the game? I saw a post saying, from one of the devs saying that he didn't know why it wasn't there. It should have been, but it wasn't. Like, how does that get past, you know, your alpha and whatever, and your testings? Like, come on. EA, pick your shit up, please. Other shit. Alright. So, I understand they're going for a, you know, a solo story. It's like, your story, our world, whatever the fuck it is. But why are you disbanding my pre-made parties every fucking time we finish a mission or we finish a free roam? Anything we go out and do out of the fort, as soon as we finish it, the party's disbanded. We have to reform it, and the invite menu's so scuffed. Half the time, the fucking people aren't even popping up. ridiculous. So my solution to this: have everyone have their have everyone have their own instances, right? So I understand you still got your story to play out, and if you have two people in the same instance and one is really further progressed, some characters might not be there for the other player, etc. So have separate instances, but have them still partied up, and they can all click. All the party members can click ready when they're ready to go, and then the leader, bang, launches the activity. You're done. You don't have to fuck around with getting everyone back together and this and that. It's fucking ridiculous. But I still think disbanding random groups, that's fine, but disbanding pre-made groups, not okay. Not okay. Another thing that wasn't okay, the frames. Holy fucking shit. Wow. Like, I run a 1070 8GB, right? And I was pulling 50 to 55 frames when I was just exploring the open world. As soon as I was in combat, it dropped to 45. Okay? And I'm running everything on high settings. But when I'm running on a 1070 8GB, I should be able to run any game at a constant 60 frames at high settings. I should be able to. But I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't. It just seems like it was poorly optimized. I can even run PUBG, like, you know, the most notoriously worst optimized game ever, at like 80, 90 frames on high settings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand this is a beautiful game and it's big, open world, but like, you know, there's other shit you can run higher than that. Like, you need to fix it, man. Because people who have a lot of people have worse PCs than I do, and they must have just been fuming. I saw Xbox getting 30 frames. 30. We're not in 2010 anymore. We're in 2019. What the fuck? Man. Gunplay. Why do big companies think that Bloom is good? It's not. It's not. Okay? Solely having Bloom as your firing option is not good. You can only scope in if you have a scope on your weapon. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. You need to add in an iron sight feature, right? You need to add in an iron sight feature. Okay, the whole point of shooters is that if you can aim, you should be rewarded. Bloom does not reward anybody. In fact, it disadvantages those players who actually can aim. Okay? It puts us down with the rest of the people who can't aim for shit. Other than the Bloom, I actually really enjoyed all the abilities. The class abilities were really nice. I like the way they flow together. I like the way you can customize them differently, add a bunch of different ones. And I really like the combo feature, rewarding you for stringing, you know, together chains of abilities to get a big damage output. I really like that. It was really nice. The other good thing I have to say about this is the game looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, it looks beautiful. Like, EA, you've done a fucking good job there. It looks really nice. Okay? I honestly just had to stop and look at shit while I was playing. It was so good. But that's about all the good things I have to say about this. Like, it felt janky. It just felt bad. It was not fun to play. It honestly was not fun to play. I don't want to have to plug in a controller to cater to your shitty PC controls, because I like using mouse and keyboard, okay? When you bring something to PC, it's so I can use a mouse and keyboard, not to use a fucking controller. If I want to do that, I would have a fucking Xbox or a PlayStation. But even then I'd be stuck on 30 frames. Overall, Anthem really just feels like a shitty PC port right now. It just felt like crap. There's a lot to fix, but it's definitely not a big ask from EA. Like, they can do it. It's within their power. They have the ability to do it, and I'm really hoping they do, because I feel like if they don't, there's going to be a lot of people lashing out at them on Reddit. And I don't think they can really afford that right now after all the shit that's happened to them in the last year or so. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to sub to my YouTube channel. Head over to my Twitch as well for daily streams. Hit that follow button on there as well. I'll be doing a giveaway for a copy of Anthem when it's released. So make sure you're following and tune into the stream when I am giving that away. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and join my Discord to keep up to date for when I'm going to be doing my giveaway for Anthem and any future giveaways I'm going to be doing. All the links are down below. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys on stream.